This video is going to cover the 4 key elements to optimal breathing. And if you stay to the end, I'll show you a simple yet effective breathwork technique that you can take anywhere and use anytime. Breathwork is the practice of consciously using your breath to shift your physical, mental, and emotional state. Ever notice how your breath changes when you feel stressed? Short, fast, shallow. That's your nervous system kicking into survival mode. But here's the trick. If you slow down your breath, breathe through your nose, you're telling your brain that you are safe. Like a dial, you can shift your state from chaos to calm in less than a minute. Your breath is like a remote control for the entire nervous system. You already have the tool. You just need to learn how to use it. You don't have to be a yogi or a monk to do this. It's for everyone. We've all felt overwhelmed, unfocused, and out of sync. And there's breathwork techniques to help all of those. When I first tried the Wim Hof breathwork, it was intense. I felt dizzy, I got lightheaded, my hands were shaking and cramping, and I was getting tingles all over my body, and I didn't know really how to respond to that. But now I know that that is actually quite an intense experience, and generally happens the first time you do it because you're just flooding your body and your brain with oxygen. There's other techniques that are a lot more calmer, a lot more balanced, and a lot more softer, more of a smoother entry into these type of practices. It doesn't have to be an intense experience. It doesn't have to be this mind-blowing thing which blows your socks off and takes you out of water. Like there's practices that are softer and a lot more gentle to just balance the emotions which might make you feel heightened and stressed out. It helps me through my day-to-day, whether that's having an uncomfortable conversation, or if I'm working out and need to regulate my breath, or right now doing this filming where I keep so many times and I'm having to use my breath to bring me back to a calm state, because this isn't easy. There are 4 key elements to optimal breathing, and if you master these, you'll see significant improvements across your life. The first, and I think most important, is breathe through your nose. The mouth was made for eating. The nose was made for breathing. Nasal breathing filters, warms, and moisturizes the air. It boosts nitric oxide, improving circulation and oxygen delivery. And most importantly, it calms your nervous system. If you change nothing else and you do just one thing, close your mouth and breathe through your nose, I promise you, you will see a massive shift. There are many studies that show by breathing through your nose, you can increase your lifespan and significantly improve your health across the board on a day-to-day basis. And I'll put some of them in the description below so you can check out for yourself. Every time you notice, just take a conscious effort to breathe through your nose. You may forget and go back to mouth breathing, and that's okay. But the more you consciously breathe through your nose, the more you'll unconsciously breathe through your nose in the future. The second key element to optimal breathing is to breathe deep. Now, deep doesn't mean big. It means low. Breathing into the belly. Shallow, chesty breathing causes anxiety. But when you breathe deep into your belly, soft and low, this reduces anxiety. Now, one technique to belly breathing is to simply place 1 or 2 hands on your belly and just start to breathe through your nose, inhaling, allowing the air to come into your body, and slowly and softly bring that air deep down into the belly and feel the belly expand. Now do this a couple times, really paying attention to where the air is going. The third key element to optimal breathing is to breathe slow. When you breathe slowly, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your body's rest and digest mode. Breathing slowly is your superpower. Inhale gently and exhale even slower. And as you breathe slow, feel your body relax, feel your shoulders drop, feel the tension in your face release. That is your nervous system taking its foot off the pedal. The fourth key element to optimal breathing is to breathe less. Here's the paradox. We're taught to take a deep breath, but actually most of us breathe too much. Over-breathing lowers carbon dioxide, which makes it harder for oxygen to reach your cells. Breathe less, breathe light, and breathe silent. Take a soft inhale in and a soft exhale out. See how you feel. The breath is always with you, and you don't need to wait for the perfect moment to start. You don't need silence, you don't need incense, you don't need a yoga mat. You just need to take a breath. Breathe through your nose, breathe deep, breathe slow, and breathe less. Have you ever heard of box breathing? It's a simple breathwork technique where you inhale, hold, exhale, hold, like a box. Let's go for a few rounds of box breathing to reset your mind and body. Find a comfortable position, either sitting down or laying down. Take a few natural breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And begin to breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And breathing out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Hold. And breathing in. Hold. And breathing out. Hold. Now begin to count the rhythm in your own mind. Let the breath and the count flow together, gently and naturally. As we draw to a close, take your final inhale and exhale and return to a natural breath. So I recommend you try various techniques. Try some that are more calming and balanced, like straw breathing, humming breath, or box breathing. But also try some of the other dynamic techniques, like the rebirthing, like the Wim Hof method, like the conscious connected breathing. When trying breathwork practices that put you in a more activated state, such as the Wim Hof method, rebirthing, or conscious connected breathwork, for safety reasons, I really recommend you use a trained practitioner, because not all breathwork practices are for everyone. And I'm going to put a link in the description below to a list of breathwork practices, and you can see the contraindications to each one and whether you will be able to do certain breathworks based on your own health conditions and current well-being. Let this be a reminder. Your breath is your anchor. It's your superpower. It's your home. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what's comfortable to you. It's about coming home to what's already within you. Tag someone who needs this today, or save the video to come back to whenever you need a reset. You already have everything you need. Just breathe.